I just got this book, Method for Chromatic Harmonica by Max de Aloe, new expanded edition, about 2 weeks ago. And I would like to give a review of it because it's such a fantastic book, but with a lot of weaknesses. There are a lot of problems here. For example, I have a list of good things to review and a lot of bad things about this book. But still, that I highly recommend this book because it's such a good value for money, because other things, you can find them somewhere else, other resources. And by the way, author very clearly states that, for example, there is no music theory, there is no jazz harmony, for example, in this book. So he's very honest about it. And he gives the reference where to find all those. But let's start from the beginning. Now, what is good about it? It will last for many years. It starts from the very beginning. You're a total beginner, and take you to the most advanced level, because some of the passages, some of the jazz phrases are quite complicated really to play. By Stevie Wonder, Toots Thielemans, short phrases. There are recordings and also backing tracks, so that's also good about it. The book has very few words, a lot of examples, a lot of music, but very little rhythm, which I like actually, but it could be more, written, explained, but we'll talk about the weaknesses later. So basically, fantastic book for somebody who wants to study chromatic harmonica, right? But it's fantastic book for somebody who already have knowledge of music theory, of jazz improvisation, jazz harmony. So let's see step by step all those weaknesses. For example, music theory, nothing, completely. So when total beginner comes and see this, he had no idea what is this treble clef doing, how to read all this. So for total beginner, definitely it's not good. Total beginner have to find other sources of information for his knowledge how to read the music. That's one thing, no music theory at all. One idea I found very strange, because all other methods, other books suggest keep your head steady and move harmonica. All others, other books. Now, this book, or it's maybe translation because it's translated from Italian, but I think not. I think that's the author's opinion. He says that keep harmonica steady and move your head, which is very strange. I mean, I found it counter to everybody else. So I don't know what other harmonica players will think about it. So that's very strange. Then, okay, this book claims to be kind of jazz oriented. And it is. But there is no, for example, nothing about jazz improvisation, really, how to do it. Nothing about jazz harmony. Okay, jazz harmony notated quite nicely above the music, quite nice. Sevens, nines, -5. I mean, there are nice traditional jazz harmonies, but nothing explained what is jazz harmony. So again, you have to find it in another book, and author, he gives the examples. That's very good that he gives examples where to go, I mean which books to find and where to find those examples of music theory, jazz harmony. What else? Vibrato mentioned the first time on page 169. This is amazing. So 169, it's almost at the end of the book. So in the beginning, nothing. So no dynamics. It's incredible. I mean, I can't imagine singer, saxophone player, I don't know, clarinet player playing without vibrato. How, he mentioned, okay, the Miles Davis, but Miles Davis also played with vibrato, and he used definitely a lot of dynamics. So that's not an excuse to put vibrato at the end of the book. So definitely it should be moved somewhere closer to the beginning, because the sound, I can't imagine the sound of singer or again saxophone player playing and chromatic harmonica player playing without any vibrato. Bending, okay, bending also at the end of the book. It's a difficult subject. That's maybe okay to keep it at the end. Let's see what else. Dynamics, nothing. Okay, this is jazz-oriented book. Nothing, no dynamics at all. No piano, no forte, no crescendo, no diminuendo at all. Zero. Okay, You don't notate it here. It's not classical book, I understand, but it should be mentioned somewhere in the book that it's possible to play piano, possible to play which is quiet forte, to play loud, possible to make crescendos, gradually loud. So that's a problem. Again, students have to find somewhere else all this information. Always the teacher, of course. Then, okay, the price could be quite costly. For example, to bring it here to Malta, it was a bit costly, maybe because of the postage and taxes. But still, it's still good value for money. Still excellent book. Even after what I'm saying, all these bad things, still it's great value for money. It's about 240 pages. Still a lot of information, which will last you for ages to study. So the price, it could be, even if you see it costly, it is not, because it's just the price of 1 or 3 private lessons. So actually, as I said, it will last you for years, so no problem, the price. Now, he gives a lot of examples, short phrases, I don't know, by jazz musicians, but there is nothing about fingering, tablature, right? So, for example, there are 3 ways how to play C note. Blow hole 4 or blow hole 5, or draw inside with the slide. Three different ways how to take one note C. 2 different ways how to take F. And also 2 ways how to take C sharp. So when author gives a lot of examples of phrases, of scales, nothing is written how to, which holes to use. Once he gives suggestion, use only hole 5 for note C. That's not good. Sometimes it's counterintuitive. Sometimes it's much closer to use hole 4 instead of hole 5. So really, these phrases, at least somewhere, not all of them maybe, but give some tablature at least. What is the best way to play this particular scale, this passage? At least sometimes, at least a little bit of suggestion, so that student doesn't have to invent a bicycle. It's like inventing a wheel. I mean, I can't imagine pianist teaching fingers, for example, play how you want. He's saying basically play how you feel like. That's what he's saying, that there are several ways, find the best one for you. No, I mean, the students, if you show them the piano, they will start playing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's not good, play C major scale for it. Better 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously. In Chromatic Harmonica also, he should suggest the best way how to play this kind of different scales. What else? There are a lot, like chapter 16, for example, to me it's useless. It's just songs by the author. It's already filled with songs by author, by Max de Aloe. It's a lot of songs already. So why whole chapter to dedicate? It's nothing new about it. I mean, all the songs at the end by author himself, but they are not more difficult, or they are just the same like other songs. So it's better you provide other more famous songs maybe, or even better to add, instead of that chapter 16, to add whatever I mentioned, like music theory or a little bit of jazz harmony, dynamics, you know. Basically, it's a fantastic book, but or you need a teacher, definitely, or you need to find many other sources where to get the information which is lacking, which is not here in this book. Okay, anyway, I highly recommend this book. It's just fantastic book.